Lawful notice, name declaration, correction, proclamation, and publication. I, Stanley Yusuf El Bey, being a direct descendant of the ancient Canaanites Moabites, assert my birthright claim of right and of title, standing squarely and duly affirmed, I do declare and proclaim, upon divine law, upon nature's law, upon universal law, upon my Moorish birthrights, upon international law, and by treaty and constitutional law, declare, proclaim, and say, I, Stanley Yusuf El Bey, being previously misclassified and misidentified by persons of the Union State Society, U.S.A., doing business at North America, was falsely designated under the colorable wardship name Stanley J. for Joseph BOUCAUD Jr., and do hereby refute the said misclassifications and frauds, making it known to the public, and publish my corrected free national name, attribute, and title. I declare and affirm my true proper person status and estate, and assertively reclaim my rightful social and cultural life of the state. My declaration, correction, proclamation, and publication are in sanguineous and harmonious accord with my Moorish nation of Northwest Amexem/North America, acknowledging my birthrights. Having lawfully, dutifully, and legally obtained and proclaimed my Moorish nationality and birthrights, name, and title, in harmony with and association with, and in accord with divine law, the archaic customs, and the laws, rules, and usages of the Moorish divine and national movement, being aboriginal and indigenous, and bound to the North American continent by heritage, by primogeniture, by birthright, by natural birth, by freehold, and by heirship inheritance. My right of claim is declared for the public record, and I am returning the European cognomen, brands, and fictitious misnomers back to the colonial possessors of their construct and pedigree. I am now rightfully and correctively declaring, publishing, and proclaiming my own free national name, affirming my actual, rightful, and civil in full life status, conjoined to my Moorish American consanguine pedigree and national honor. Let it be declared, known, published, and resolved that I am Stanley Yusuf El Bey, in propria persona sui juris, sui heritis, and solo proprio, being in my own proper person, by birthright, and by heirship inheritance, and without imposition of the foreign imposed color of law, color of authority, nor by any assumed or colorable jurisdictions or due processes of the foreign Union State Society, persons doing business at North America, Northwest Amexem, pursuant to, but not limited to, number 1, the Free Moorish American Zodiac Constitution. That's the Zodiac Constitution and birthrights of the Moorish Americans, being Ali, Bey, El, Day, and Al, affirmed and supported by Article 2, Paragraph 2. Number 2, the United States Republic Department of Justice, Moorish American Credentials, copyright AA 222141, Truth A-1. Number 3, United States Supreme Court, Supreme Law, Acts of State. Number 4, United States Constitution, Article 3, Section 2, Amendment 5, the Liberty Clause, and Amendment 9, the Reservation of the Rights of the People. Number 5, the House of Representatives, Resolution number 75, dated April 17, 1933 AD, titled Moorish American Society of Philadelphia and the Use of Their Names. Number 6, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, United Nations Human Rights, Article 15. And number 7, the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, the United Nations General Assembly, Part 1, Article 4, Article 5. International law. Moorish Americans, being the rightful heirs and aboriginal and indigenous natural peoples of the land, have and exercise the divine and natural rights to proclaim our attributes, names, titles, and nationality. Moors/Murs, Moors/Muurs, have and exercise our divine and natural rights to live in freedom, peace, and security as distinct people, and to full guarantees against genocide or any acts of violence, including the removal of our natural birth seed or offspring from our families and communities under any pretext. In addition, Moors have the individual rights to life, physical and mental integrity, liberty, and security of person. Moors/Murs have and exercise the divine and natural rights to revitalize, use, develop, and to transmit to our future generations their histories, their languages, oral traditions, philosophies, writing systems, and literatures, and to designate and retain their own names for communities, places, and person. Excuse me. States shall take effective measures whenever any rights of Moors mirrors may be threatened to ensure this right is protected, and also to ensure that they can understand and be understood, in political, legal, and administrative proceedings, where necessary through the provision of interpretation or by other appropriate means. Wherefore I, Stanley Yusuf L. Bey, being heir to the land and part and parcel named herein, by birthright, by freehold, by primogeniture, and by heirship inheritance, stand with assured competence, and make a lawful and legal entry of affidavit and public notification of nationality proclamation, name correction claim, declaration, affirmation, and application, herewith made known and published for the public record. I'm now going to adjust the position of the camera, and I'm going to sign the document.